Gossip.com posted the following article September 20th of 2019, titled Love and Hip Hop New York's Anais reveals the state of her marriage after affair with co-star Rich Dollaz. Exclusive. Wow. I thought that was just a TV storyline. But anyways, Gossip writes, reality starlet talks explosive season, tackles her demons in new music. So this is a new article. So let's catch up with Anais. Her explosive storyline made her one of the most watchable stars of last season's Love and Hip Hop New York. Singer Anais Martinez had an ongoing affair with co-star Rich Dollaz right under her music manager husband Reuben's nose. I didn't know that he was her manager, but anyway. A fight with him and a subsequent social media meltdown led to a brief stay at a mental health facility, and her friends on the show accused her of having a full-blown addiction after she lost weight and acted erratically. We made history with the scandal, Anais said with a laugh. I hear her laugh and I hear her voice in my head. Shout out to Anais. It's not easy to come out naked in the open and say, hey, America, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. When Reuben found out about the affair, it was a particularly tough time for her, she said, but she said he's forgiven her, and that they both have relied on their faith to get them through. Quote, we're doing much better, she told Gossip during a recent visit to its NYC offices. I didn't know they had offices in New York City. New York City? We're having less drama, me and my husband. We're putting in the work to make it better for the both of us. There's no more creeping. We're keeping it strong for the childrens. The brunette stunner insisted that she's a different woman, curbing her nights out and getting rid of, quote, negative people in her life. Pause the story. I just want to say this. Why Rich Dollaz instead of me? I'm trying to wreck your home. And I'm just playing. I'm just joking. The mom of two, she also wanted, what? The mom of two, she also wanted to set the record straight about her mental health, as well as the accusations of use. And Anais said she doesn't do, and she admitted that she spent one night in a, quote, behavioral clinic after her husband called 911 during an argument. Quote, I'm in a much better place, she said. These days, Anais says she prefers to concentrate on making music, the talent that initially got her on Love and Hip Hop. She recently dropped a reggae-inflected tune, She Needs Fun, featuring Sean Shatta, and is recording an EP or extended play. I'm gonna have to check that out. She Needs Fun by Anais. Y'all, has anybody ever heard Anais and Sean Shatta? She Needs Fun. Is it a good song? Let me know in the comments. Quote, I want them to show more of my music, more of my singing, and what I'm capable of doing, she said at the show. That's why I'm looking for producers. I'm looking for that sound. Can somebody hook my baby Anais up with some beats? If she wasn't married, I could definitely hook her up with all types of beats. But here's the thing. Anais is talented, beautiful, and she's a Latina. Why does she have to be married? But anyways, and I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she's married. You know that? I'm just messing with y'all. But man, shout out to Anais. Wow, Anais, you're everything, and I'm just glad that you're in a much better space now. What in the world? Okay, I'm over here looking at the Gossip comments, something that I usually avoid doing, considering that Gossip is a bunch of swirlers, allegedly, and non-black American people. They're like some island Negroes or Africans or something, and I kind of I had to be careful over here on Gossip. But because you don't really see too many brothers and sisters from America running blogs or entertainment sites and things like that. That's why y'all need to be supporting Me Magazine. I'm right here from America. I'm not from an island. I'm not from Africa. I'm not African American. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Negro. So that's why y'all need to support me. But anyways, I'm over here looking at their comments, and is this typed in African? Oh, okay, no, it's in English. I'm sorry. Somebody named Tone said, girls stay in the house with them onions. What does that mean? 787B1 says, I would creep on her forever. What? Olaid Lawal says that Anais is it starts with a T. It starts with a TR and it ends with an Annie. Anais is a beautiful woman. How dare you say that about my baby? How dare you? Oh, people are so stupid. Marcy Johnson says she looks pretty. Duh. DD16 says eventually, if she wants to be better. I believe these love and hip hop franchises is creating negative energy for people. They are having them lie, create situations for ratings, and some people are their worst to keep ratings. I think it is stressful, and some had the sense to leave. Others I know they need the money, but at what cost? That's a question. That should have ended with a question mark. But anyways, somebody says she's never been the same since. Another person says, anybody remember when she was on Jerry Springer show? Yeah, I remember. Somebody said laughing my A off. Nah, I stopped watching years ago. Wow. What was she on there for? Laughing out loud. Out loud. Somebody else, the person who asked about Jerry Springer says it was about 8 years ago. An episode about T-girls. She was with one, or they were her friend. Try YouTube her name. Yeah, type in Anais Jerry Springer and make sure you say Meat Magazine sent me if you look it up on YouTube. So Lacey, the same person, also goes on to say Apple Watts and Anais are the same kind of crazy and both have mental health issues. Then you have Moniece with the constant breakdowns. Love and hip hop is not helping any of them. Rather, they're being used for entertainment. Wow, really, Lacey? I don't think that Apple Watts has any sort of mental issues. I don't think Anais does. I don't think Moniece does either. I think that they're all just fine the way that they are. I think that society has mental issues. That's what I personally think. Somebody named Panther Queen says, glad she's doing better. Keep it up, sis. With 4 S's. I hate it when they talk like that. John J replied to that person, Panther Queen, and says, wow, it's really true. A woman could openly creep on her husband and still get more sympathy when it hits the fan. Laughing out loud. That's crazy. Facts. If he had did that to her, nobody would care about his mental health. They'd be like, you, this, that, and the third. They'd be calling him all types of names. No, nobody would care. Nobody at all. Anyways, that too says, good for her bouncing back because she was gone off the what the F for a minute. Okay. I don't know what that means, but thanks. What's your name again? That too. Okay. Anyways, look, man. My baby Anais is everything. Anais, you need to just talk to your husband about having a second husband. Okay? Me, you, and Reuben. You know what I'm saying? I got ideas. Alright? He can have you on the weekdays. I can have you on the weekends. Now, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm not trying to get beat up or worse. You know, Reuben looks like he doesn't play. I'm glad that your man, Rich Dollaz, made it out of that situation. I swore he wasn't. I was like, that does not look like the dude to be playing with, Rich. I didn't know how that was going to go down. But Reuben looked like he could be connected or something. I wasn't going to mess with him. But anyways, y'all, what do you guys think about... what do you guys think about your girl Anais and everything that she's going through? Let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. When you click the notification bell, make sure you click all notifications. Why? Because I generally post at least one new video every single day of the year, including holidays. So what you do is this: you click all notifications. And then if you ever don't receive one any given day, you just come to my channel, click the videos tab, and see what you've been missing. All right? Because I'm consistent. I'm about as consistent as some of y'all are with y'all thoughting. Okay? Anyway, shout out to my girl Anais. Y'all know I love her. She has a beautiful voice, a beautiful woman. Very sexy. And she's a whole MILF. All right, a whole glass of MILF. Chocolate MILF. And y'all know how I feel about my Latinas. And then she's Dominican on top of that. Y'all know I don't know how to act when there's a Latina in the room. Okay? So y'all know I love me some Anais. I think she needs to come back to the show for season 10. We're talking about Cincy and Tana being there. Tahiri Jose, Chrissy Lampkin. Who else is supposed to be there? Kimbella. Yandy. Who else is supposed to be there? Samaya Reese. Olivia Longot. All these people are coming back. We need Anais there. That would make it off the chain. But what do you guys think about her coming back for season 10 of Love and Hip Hop New York? Are you here for it or are you a hater? Let me know what y'all think about it below. And what do y'all think about her current situation and what happened with her husband and Rich Dollaz and everything? Rich Dollaz, you home wrecking male heifer. Anyways, allegedly. Let me know what y'all think about it below. Me Magazine.